let's talk about Sacramento, because Sacramento, again, they were a great surprise last year. They were the 3 seed. You mentioned that, the Warriors knock them out, but they led in that series. The Warriors had to come back. You guys, what's going to be the secret for Sacramento kind of getting over the hump? Let's just say, make it to the second round of the playoffs. They got to figure out that center position, I guess.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I don't know if there's a better example in the league of the difference between an all-star level regular season player and a playoff I don't know than Domantas Sabonis. And that's his centrality to that team, no pun intended, is I don't know how we answer that question. We certainly don't answer that question in the regular season, because in the regular season he's a very good player. I think if you want to say, like, where does that jump come from? It's like, is there more that does Keegan Murray, who was surprisingly ready to contribute in a very defined role as a rookie, can he expand? And that's maybe where maybe they find a way to make Sabonis less integral in a playoff setting if they get more from the perimeter attack of Fox and Murray and whoever else.
I mean, I think Keegan Murray's the key to the season, to be honest with you. We know what you're going to get from Fox. We know Sabonis needs to be better in the playoffs, and he can only prove it to us in May. He's another one of those guys with Jaren Jackson in that regard. But, like, they need to diversify their offense a little bit, and I think it needs to be Keegan Murray, the guy that they kind of turn to in a third option, sort of tweak the offense and let him go in some ways. And I think there's a lot of that stuff, and I think this is a team that's going to have to experiment with that in the regular season. And that might come with a couple of, head scratching games and some losses and whatnot. But that's something that they have to really figure out. And I think that's going to be the scenario for them. Like, if they're really going to take that next step, they do need that third scorer. And I'm looking at Keegan Murray.
That's actually a fascinating dynamic in the West, and in that division. You look in that division; it's the LA teams, Golden State, Sacramento, and it's a Phoenix.
I mean, it's Royal Rumble in itself. Like, that could be 5 playoff teams right there.
It makes you almost long for the old NHL system of the Adams division title or something.